So in this video I will create another semi-custom graphics design, and I found this image of this Alpenstars helmet online, and I don't really know what to expect, but I like the design on this. I like the yellow and then the black and then the gray color, which seems to be pretty hip these days. So we're just gonna create this 2019 Kawasaki over here, and I'm just gonna see if I can make it into something that people will like. So as you can see, I already had some logos over here. In this case, I'm just gonna go for Kawasaki, Galfer, Thor, Ace Abyss, Yoshimura, the KX logo from Kawasaki itself, and their slogan, "Let the good times roll." Now, this isn't really a logo that I got from anywhere. I just got out some calligraphy font and just wrote down, "Let the good times roll." So let's see. I don't know. Maybe I'm not going to use it. Maybe I can put it somewhere. I don't know. It's just a small detail that that might look good somewhere on the kit. So first things first is I'm gonna go and create clipping masks again. So if you also looked at our previous video, you must know by now how we are going to do that. And that's by making a compound path. If there are multiple shapes, then go to object and then clipping mask. So we've got our first clipping mask. I'm going to also make a clipping mask of our rear fender over here. And let's start by making a clipping mask of the swing arm. Alright, I think the main color is going to be gray. So I'm just going to select this and I'm just going to sample the helmet. This isn't really the way to go, but I'm just going to go for this right now. It's a bit bluish, I think. Let's see if I can give it a nicer gray. I think this one looks good. Same for the fender. Gray as well. And now I'm just going to move everything except for the logos off to the right a bit over here, like this. Now the main thing on this helmet is of course the yellow color, the black and the gray, and the pretty prominent Alpenstars logo. I like this font. I don't think that I got the exact same font, but I'm gonna try and recreate the Kawasaki logo somewhat the same and see if I can just place it somewhere that makes sense. Or not Kawasaki, I think I'm gonna just name it Kawi. We've got another kit that I've called Kawi. It's a bit easier to place than the entire Kawasaki logo, and some people call it a Kawi. So I don't know. It's just to give it some flair. Now we'll just go through the massive list of fonts. I do recommend getting a few to choose from, but don't use as many as I've got because I've just got way too many. Oh, I want these to be lowercase, like on the Alpenstars helmet. No, we're not gonna go for Arial around it. No. Let's see. I think no, this no. Let's go further. I like this one. I think we're gonna go for this. The A is somewhat the same, so the font is just a little bit too narrow. So let's see if it's got bold. Oh, it's already bold, so I gotta make it bold myself. Go to Object Expand, so that it's not a font anymore, but a shape. Alright, and let's see if I can fatten this logo a bit. No, that's too much. Maybe 1.5. Yeah, I think that's okay. That looks good. click on divide. No, not divide. The merge option. Okay, and all these letters are adjacent to each other, so I'm gonna do that as well. I think somewhere like this is good. I could have gone for the official Kawasaki logo, but everyone's using that already. So if you want to create something that stands out, you have to do something different. So it might not work, or it might. You just have to either have to get lucky or know what you're doing. So I'm just gonna try some things right now. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So we've got our Kawi logo right now. Let's see where I'm going to place this. I also want it in yellow, so I think we're gonna do that over here. Somewhere like this. It's nice that the logo fits in this particular spot over here. Let's see what angle I'm gonna do. I think this is okay. We've got two angles over here, like the one from the number plate and the one from the shroud. So on the shroud we're gonna keep this angle, and on the number plate we're gonna go and make it a little bit steeper so that it follows this line, I think. A bit bigger won't hurt. Okay, like that. It's still a bit gray. I want this to be a nice dark black. Oh, I don't want these shapes to be filled in. It's should it be an RGB? And now it's a nice black. Okay. Let's add some yellow for the contrast. Just gonna use the normal yellow swatch in this case. We could go for green, but Kawasaki's are always green, so yellow might be a nice change of scenery. Something like this. I think this is good. Okay. Maybe add some more black on top. Again, like I did with the previous design, I'm just copying all of my shapes so that they're in the same angle already. Let's push that all the way over here. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it this way, but I'm just going to draw down some, or lay down some shapes to see where I'm going with it. So, yeah, okay, this looks good. We can put another logo here and something here, and I think I want the KX logo, KX, over here. So I'm going to start by that because that's going to be then a main feature of the design. So it would be good to apply that first. I've got that over here. This is, by the way, not the original one, since those are positioned next to each other. And I already created this one for another design I did. So I kind of like how this is shaped. It's nice and angular. It's a bit aggressive. So that will be good for this kit, or this design. Oh, I'm not sure why it's not pasting that in. Control C, Control V. It's not doing it. I don't know why. Okay, now it is. I don't know what happened. Okay. Yes, I think this will fit just perfectly over here. Maybe a bit bigger. Like so. I just zoom out constantly to see the entire or the big picture. Otherwise, if you're just zoomed in all the time, you can't really see what you're doing. So, just a little bit bigger, like so. And I actually don't want it white. I just want the yellow, the black, and the gray to be the dominant colors. And I don't want this to be white. So, I'm just gonna turn this black. And I'm gonna create an offset path for this logo. Make sure your meter limiter is correct, like so. 4 is enough. I'm just gonna select those shapes, merge them together. I think I'm gonna make them gray and move them to the back and align them. Okay, well, this is already taking shape. I do want to add some more visual interesting things, so let's change the offset a little bit to see if I can make this look a little bit more interesting than it already does. By just varying the width, this creates a new look, so it won't be as static as it was, I hope. There are a lot of anchor points. I'm just gonna remove a couple of those. Too many anchor points will just make things difficult for you. Okay, like so. Okay, I think this already looks good. Maybe widen this one as well. And this one, again, remove some anchor points. You don't want all of these. And you also don't need them. Yeah, this looks okay. I can maybe add like another spike over here to make the shape just continue inside the X. Yes, I like that. Just try things. I mean, you can always go back. It's not like you're just drawing on paper and you have to erase things. You just press Ctrl Z and you're done. So don't be afraid to just play around with everything. Okay. Maybe if I play with the black background as well to merge everything together like so. Maybe with the K as well. And here. Yeah, that looks nice. Maybe I can just do another one over here. Like so. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna remove that one and do that one on this side. Like so. Now these look like eyebrows. I don't want that. Just one is enough, I think. Like so looks good. I'm gonna keep this as it is for now. This is still a bit empty, so maybe I can spice that up with a logo. Maybe the Yoshimura one. Let's put this one over here in the black. Like so. It's too white. I should make that gray. Yes, that looks better. Alright, and now we need something to fill up this space over here. Now this can be, I think, your company logo or something that will fit. Maybe just the Let Good Times Roll. I think that one will fit. It's usually a good thing to vary the fonts that you use. If you use the same font all the time, everything will look stale and boring. So it's like this is just like a normal font that you use for typing on websites. Although we've adjusted it a little bit. This is like a very aggressive looking font. Well, it's more a logo than a font, but you know what I mean. And this is like a calligraphy logo, handwritten. So all these things together can either make it look really good or messy. So you have to watch out for that. I think this is a bit too empty as well. Let's copy this shape, turn it into a rectangle, and put that over here. Maybe like so. Yeah, that looks good. It just gives a more interesting look. Okay, maybe another one over here below the Kawi logo. Just a bit smaller. And not all the way to the edge. Like so. There you can like add some text or logo in here. Maybe just a Kawasaki logo. Let's see how that looks. Also, this is not the original Kawasaki logo. This is also one that I made. Just use a normal font. I think this is the same font as I used for this one. And I just put all these letters closer together. Alright. Well, it does say Kawasaki. You don't have to put both of these here, but I think this will look interesting. Like so. Maybe a bit bigger. And this one a bit smaller. Let's see even the same angle. Yes, it is. Okay, just eyeball if it looks good. Yes, I think this looks nice. So we're off to a good start. What shall we do here? I'm not gonna put our logo over there. This one will be up for download, so you can just get all of these files later on. These little shapes over here, maybe we can do something with that. Let's see if I can make these diamond shape thingies and turn them into something. It's something I do more often, like I'm just gonna add some random dots or squares or shapes on certain areas of the design, just to add some more visuals instead of just lines and spikes and all. I mean, you have to do something different than what others do. So if you just stay on the same path all the time, you will just create duplicates of what already exists, and you need to try and avoid that. I mean, like the factory designs and stuff, they will always be popular, but it really pays off to create your own style. And by just trying out and doing things, you will eventually find something that works for you. So, like so. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but maybe we can make this work. Just to make sure that everything is aligned. Like so. Group it. Group it. And group it. I think this looks good. Might not be perfect, but it's okay for what I'm going to do with it. I'm just gonna put them over here. Let's see. I don't know at what angle we should do those. Like so. Not too big. I mean, this isn't anything that's necessary. It's not a logo or something that has to be on the kit. It's just something to add. Something interesting to look at. So I think this looks good. Okay, now we've got the front of the bike dialed in. I do think that everything's a bit too sharp and too clean and too symmetrical. So maybe we can do something with a gradient or a drop shadow or something else. So I'm just gonna see if I can spice up this gray area a little bit. Let's see. First, gonna go and do something with this black square, since this is just too much black for my taste. Okay, like so. Like this bit folds under the seat cover or under the seat, and this is visible. So I'd like to have just a gray line just going along the trailing edge here, so that's why I'm not gonna make this entire area black. Like so. Maybe we can add like a spike down here. Just add a few anchor points. It's all pretty simple. Like so. Okay. Let's start that over here. Alright. Okay. Well, this is starting to look like something. I mean, this shape is like a pretty dominant shape on this bike, so it would be weird if you were to like angle something differently. So just go down this way and follow these like so. That will create the best looking lines, at least for this motorcycle, for this dirt bike. Okay, yes, I really like where this is going. I mean, I have to make sure, or I have to be careful that's not going to be an exact copy of this helmet, because we don't want to copy anything, we just want to use it as inspiration. So, I mean, it's a helmet and this is a bike, so you won't be literally copying anything, but make sure that you still make it your own instead of just recreating what you see. I think I'm just gonna add like a gradient from black to gray over here, starting with my solid black shape over here, like so. Okay, round this off a little bit, go to the gradient panel and go for RGB, since we need that dark black, like at 100%, and this should be black as well, but then at 0%. Just make sure this is RGB as well, like so. And now we can use the gradient tool to adjust our gradient, like so. I want this at the same angle, so it should be like this. Okay, well, it looks okay, but I think this one should go. It's a bit too much otherwise. Like so, that's better. Maybe we can create another one here or here to make these all blend in, like so. A bit heavier, like that. I don't like the edge over here, so I gotta move it a little bit more back, like so. Move this one out a bit, like that. I'm not touching the black because I want the contrast between the black and the gradient. So yes, I like how this looks. This is good. I've got to use helmets as inspiration more often. This works. Okay. Now I'm just gonna leave this alone for a while, and I'm gonna move to the number plate and this back bit of the radiator shroud. Let's see. Maybe we can add some logos over here. Let's see what we've got. Let's go for Ace Abyss and Thor. I think those will fit. Let's see. Just play around with them a little. Maybe I can put one in the black and one in the gray. Like so. And this one just below. Like so. Maybe this looks better in yellow. And this should be, I don't know, black, I think. Like that. No, yes, this works. Alright. I think one more would look better. Maybe Galfar. All these logos are a bit the same and they fit perfectly here. So like that. Oh, like so. Make sure that the distance is the same all around. So this one should be a little bit smaller. Like so. Yes, I think that looks okay. I don't know if this is the same angle as the rest though. No, you see, it's just a little bit off. So I want that the same. So I have to adjust this as well. Adjust the other logos also. I mean, these are just details, but it will add up in the end to make everything look better. I mean, the devil is in the details, so. Just adjust these curves a bit, like that.